Hello, everyone. This is Miss Maples. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy during this time. I know that we are all trying to figure out how we can be successful during this time of remote virtual learning. So I created this video to show you some simple tips for how we can all be successful during this time. First tip, stay organized. Number 2, stick to a schedule. 3, be creative. 4, utilize free resources. And number 5, read. Okay, number 1, stay organized. Organize your materials so that your child will be able to get them independently. You can use recycled cans or boxes. Or whatever you already have around your house. One way that I find is efficient for me is putting stuff in old vegetable cans. Just rinse out the vegetable cans or a soup can and use that for pens and crayons. And then for your paper or larger supplies, just get a box if you have an extra Amazon box, or even you can cut the top off of a cereal box, and that way you can lay the paper or the books flat in that. And this can even be something that your child helps you decorate. Next, for staying organized, designate a specific area in your home that is going to be your school zone. So this might be your kitchen table, could be in your child's room, or if you have an extra shelf in your living room, clear off a spot so that they can store their materials there. And this all really helps your child stay independent. That is something that we really practice at school. So during this time at home, it's very important that you encourage your child to put their materials back in the correct locations when they are finished. Moving on, stick to a schedule. Now, I have a recommended virtual learning schedule that is similar to the schedule we have at school. This is not what you have to follow, but I just wanted to give you a more detailed idea of what we do at school and what you can do at home. But it's important that you find a schedule that works with your family. So if you are not doing the virtual learning, if your child is staying with a grandparent during the day or staying with, another family member or a friend, this schedule might not look the same, but try to include at least 60 minutes of exercise, 90 minutes of free playtime, and 60 minutes of reading and math throughout the day. And as much as you can, try to be consistent and develop those routines, because that definitely helps our days go by smoother at school, and I know it will help at home as well. Okay, and I did not include this specifically in the schedule. I put it at the top. But read a book in the morning and a book at night. Now, once again, this is going to look different depending on what works with your family. Reading a book in the morning might be your child reads a book independently. And then at night, it might be a bedtime story. I'm going to talk more about reading when we get to step 5 to give you some more ideas. And of course, check in with your teacher at 1 o'clock p.m. Ideally, I would like everyone to check in on Class Dojo because that is the best way for me to show that I am communicating with parents. However, I know that Class Dojo has not been working like it should be. So it is fine if you text me, send me pictures, send me videos, but I am working on trying to figure out another platform that we can use to submit your child's work and for us to check in with each other, besides just through a text message or a phone call. Be creative. Okay, so follow your child's curiosity. Do they want to learn about dinosaurs? Do they want to learn about space? Are they really interested in learning about flowers or plants? Even if our activities that I have planned don't include something like that, it's okay. Use YouTube or another book that you have in your house to supplement that, to really help them stay engaged during this time at home. You can find new purposes for stuff that you have at your house already. We have already done a unit on reducing, reusing, and recycling this year. And I know that your students, your children, know how to reuse and recycle materials. So I'm sure that you can find lots of different things at your house. You can watch drawing videos or simple craft videos on YouTube. I am always surprised at some of the simple drawing videos for kids that I can find on YouTube, or how many different uses there are for a toilet paper roll. Now, I know that we all have a lot of toilet paper at our houses right now, so those empty rolls, don't throw them away. Let your child make something out of it. And last, decide on a location where your children can display their artwork or just their work in general. This will really help have that school feeling, and it can help you keep track of your child's progress too, and help you remember what they have worked on and what they still need to work on. Okay, utilize free resources. Have I mentioned YouTube yet? It's one of my favorites. There's so many videos on there. Of course, just be mindful about letting your child search on YouTube on their own, but you can find everything from exercise videos, read alouds, fun songs, like I mentioned, the drawing or the arts and crafts videos, so many different things on YouTube. Just have you watch it first to make sure that it is child appropriate, of course. Another one is Reading Eggs. Every student in Hamilton County has a Reading Eggs login. This is the login for our class. If you have another child, their login may be different. But for our class, it is HES _ their first name. And then password ABCD. So for example, I know that Angel is fine with me using her for an example. So it would be HES_Angel, password ABCD. It's like that for every student. Another website that I know I've seen advertised for free if you don't have a login already is ABC Mouse. There's another one called ABC YA or ABCYA. However, this one does have advertisements. So once again, sometimes it's better to supervise at first. Make sure your child knows how to use the mouse or use the touch screen so that they are not clicking on the ads on the side. Another one is zoo live streams. I've seen so many different zoos pop up on Facebook or Google saying that they are offering a live stream. I know that yesterday I saw one. I'm not sure if it was the Cincinnati Zoo or the Chicago Zoo, but they were doing a live stream of their penguins, and they were letting their penguins walk through the zoo, not in their contained area. So that was really cool. Another one is Storytime with Mo Willems. Mo Willems is one of our class's favorite authors. He does the Elephant and Piggy books. He also does Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Those books are very fun. They love them. Google that. Google other authors that are doing story times. If you don't have access to a lot of books at home, this is a great way to fit in that book at night and book in the morning. And on the next slide, we'll talk more about how to make reading super fun at home. And of course, an excellent free resource is me. All of my posts and videos that I'm going to be making are for you all to use, and I please urge you, if you need something, reach out to me and I will try my best to help you. Number 5, my last tip on how to have a successful remote learning is read, and read. Read a book in the morning and a book at night, like we discussed. There's so much research. I could go on and on about the importance of reading with your child. Specifically, one resource that I know off the top of my head is that a child who is read to 20 minutes a day knows over 1 million more words, is exposed to over 1 million more words by the time they are school age than a child that is not read to. So that just goes to show how important the importance of just opening a book, reading with your child. You can take turns reading different parts, especially if it's a book that your child knows. They might not be able, of course, to read the words, but they can read the pictures. They have had it read to them so many times that they are able to read it in their own way. You can act out the stories. Some off the top of my head that I know your child will be able to act out from books that we've read in class. The Gingerbread Man. The other folk tales, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The Three Little Pigs. The Three Billy Goats Gruff. They should also be able to act out some songs like Hickory Dickory Dock or Little Miss Muffet. They loved that one when we did it in class. You can turn off the lights and read with a flashlight or a glow stick. This is very fun. The kids love it. Even if you are going to do this during the day, make a fort with some blankets and some chairs and some pillows and get a flashlight and read a book under that fort. You can read slow or fast. You can make a song out of the words. Once again, take turns reading different parts. Maybe one person reads it slow, one person reads it fast. You can read in silly voices. Next, read a variety of books. So nonfiction books, books about animals, books about the earth, books about families, all kinds of nonfiction books that we have read in class that I know our students are interested in. One type of book specifically that they really liked was books about Chinese New Year. So, you can always YouTube some nonfiction books about Chinese New Year and even maybe find some new holidays around the world that your child would like to learn about. Fiction books, so the Elephant and Piggy books, Pete the Cat, Knuffle Bunny, those were really popular books. Also, I know that Peppa Pig has fiction books, probably on YouTube, that our class really liked the Peppa Pig books. Comic books. If you get the newspaper, or if maybe your parent gets the newspaper, read that. And books without words. There are so many wordless books that you can find, once again, on YouTube, if you don't have them, where your students, your children, can just read the pictures and make up their own story.